Hello, everybody. Hello, and welcome. Oh, sorry about that. Just a bit of overlapping there, but we should be all good now. Yes, just had the stream accidentally playing there automatically, but yes, here we are. Welcome to this stream. Now, it has been a while, admittedly, since I have last done a stream. It's been about 3 weeks, almost 3 weeks actually, since I've last done one, but we are here now. And I will just warn you, changes have been made to how they look. I'm just trialing some new things out, of course the NRL season being now over, focusing primarily on football and probably some other sports, maybe even cricket. Hopefully not the boring version, but yeah, so here we are. We're going to reveal the brand new look. I will obviously make a few changes, but here we go. There we are. Hello. And before you know, yes, I look different as well. I shaved my beard for the first time in like 17 years or some shit. But yes, here we are. So this is the new look. Obviously, you've got a bit of a smaller screen and all that. The black box there, that is the chat. I've minimized the chat there, and down there, a big old scoreboard there. But that's not all, actually, for this game. We also have this transition here, which is the absolute live scores of the other games currently happening. So we'll check in with this periodically. Got some absolutely fantastic matches here in the Europa League to be played tonight. Frankfurt versus Olympiacos, Lokomotiv Moscow versus Galatasaray, Napoli versus Legia Warsaw, PSV versus Monaco, Rangers versus Brøndby, Sparta Prague versus Lyon, and Sturm Graz against Real Sociedad. So it should be very interesting to see what will go on. And I just want to check something. Yeah, the audio is still on. I just wanted to check that I put it in so I just didn't go completely fucking silent. But yes, so just genuine reminders. No game footage is being showed for the game. It's just relative stuff with the league. But you know, it's tough times like this. Just might need to put a thing out saying we're live, everybody. But yes, we are definitely. Yep, here we are. We just gotta get everybody hyped up. This very interesting game, of course. The game tonight: West Ham versus Genk. West Ham are currently 2 for 2 already in their matches, and this being the third one of the matches against the Belgian side of KRC Genk. Should be very interesting to see how this game does come out. So yeah, I think it's probably just simply let's just go through the teams. So for West Ham, both teams actually setting up here at a 4-3-3 formation. So very interesting to say nonetheless. So for West Ham, you got Areola in goals. For the back four of Cresswell, Diop, Dawson, and Johnson. The midfield of Lanzini, Rice, and Souček, and the attack of Vlasic, Yarmolenko, and Bowen. Very interesting lineup there, a 4-3-3. It should fairly go well. Yarmolenko set as the striker. It's interesting because I believe he's a winger, so they're moving him as striker is quite interesting. The bench consists of Ashby, Benrahma, Chesters, Fabianski, Fornals, Fredericks, Masuaku, Noble, Ogbonna, Randolph, and Zuma. Now going with Genk now, with the similar 4-3-3 formation. You've got Van der Voort in goals. You've got Artega, Lukumi, Cuesta, and Preciado. In the defensive line, you've got Hainan, Hravolovsky, and Forstwed. In the midfield, you've got Ito, Onuachu, and Bongonda. In the attack, the interchange, you've got Chambert, Eiting, Goosens, Layson, McKenzie, Nemeth, Oyen, Pansil, Sadik, Toma, and Daishimai. I think it's how you pronounce the name. It's a pretty weird one. And Ogbo. So 11 interchange here for West Ham and 12 for Genk. I don't think it's going to really have that much of an effect on whether or not. I do realise that the double chin is a big effect, but yeah, you know, so just a reminder to people who are coming in, of course, no game footage is being shown, unfortunately. You're staring at a man trying to cover up his double chin, really. That's pretty much what I'm going to be doing this whole game. But so this is also a place if you want to check out, you know, these are the other games going on right now. So just keep an eye on them as we go through the stream. But yeah, so no game footage is actually being shown. Bit of interesting news in Australia, actually, as Paramount Plus, the new streaming service, and the thing that is now where the A-League is going to be primarily shown, is has secured the rights for the FA Cup and are going for the Premier League rights. So, be very interesting. Looks like Optus Sport might have no football by the time next season happens, which would be pretty. I think they'll probably have the Japanese league and. Mate, I don't even know. I think it would just be the Japanese league and maybe the Asian Champions League, but yeah, very interesting things happening in the world of. So here we go, West Ham versus Ghent at the London Stadium of European nights here at West Ham. A lot of people saying they would struggle with the added of new games, but they are going very well so far. Of West Ham eliminated Manchester United in the Carabao Cup. I just looked outside. Holy shit, the fog is atrocious. Like, it's actually ridiculously bad, the fog at the moment. But we continue with this as both teams now come out onto the field with West Ham and Ghent. Okay, so interesting news. Apparently, only the top. So the top team goes through to the round of 16. But then second place in the Europa League has to play against third place in the Champions League to get into the round of 16. That is a bit stupid. I've not heard of this rule, and I've only just heard that. That's pretty stupid, in my opinion. But there you are. But if West Ham can get another win here, it should be very, very good for them to continue on. So yeah, hopefully for the West Ham fans, it should all go swimmingly, hopefully. The Belgian teams have been a tough cookie to crack. Very recently, a couple of years ago, it was Tottenham who played, I think it was Ghent, which is another Belgian team in the Europa League, and Ghent wiped the floor with them. So, yeah, it's going to be very interesting to see how West Ham United now do go. As if that ruling is weird, though. So, that first goes automatically to the round of 16, and the team that comes second in the group in the Europa League has to play third place in the Champions League. I think it's just like the UEFA just making stupid fucking rules, just make it exciting. It's like with the whole bloody Super League thing. They're on the good side. I don't understand why they would be doing something like that. And I just realised I might have to get rid of the poll. That's going on. 5 votes have been counted, and all 5 going in favour of a West Ham victory. So it'll be interesting to see how this all goes. It's been a while since it's been that unanimous, really, but and I just realised the chat box is actually okay. But here we go. So Chusech with a bit of a bruised cheek. So by the way it's looking, I believe it's going to be Genk kicking off. And it will be, and Genk will be running right to the screen right as West Ham run left. So there you go, the take the knee has happened. And here we go. We are underway. No, we're not. Too quickly, okay, so they've had to resort it back. And now we've kicked off. We are now officially underway between West Ham and Genk. And I believe the other games will be also kicking off as well. Long list of them being played at the same time. As there's an early offside call there against Genk, so it'll be a free kick here to West Ham in their defensive half. So West Ham now going for a ball over the top there. And that's a big foul there, and that's going to be a free kick to West Ham now on the attacking half. Right in front of you travelling Genk fans. As that is actually Bowen who gets fouled. Bowen's clutching his hamstring. You know, to be okay. Very good player here. Very interesting. He's a right wing back, and now he's playing at the wing attack. There's David Moyes, the coach of West Ham United. Done a fantastic job with them. I think he could have done such a good job with Manchester United. Would have been a lot better. So there we go. Javid Bowen will take this free kick, potentially going for a whip in and trying to find the head of a West Ham player. It's gone to the foot of one of them, but it's unable to be controlled, and it's going to be Genk who try to get the ball away, but West Ham controlling the ball. It's Yarmolenko now down the right, trying to get a pass in the middle, but it gets met there by a member of the Genk defence. This is what I feel like the matchup is going to be. Is a majority possession held by West Ham and trying to get some goals in. So now West Ham now trying to get into the attack. Souček now is going to force the ball out to Lanzini. And you usually see this a lot with the English teams about them with their controlling of the ball. Impressing, it's what's known as when Australia play against a shit opposition, which they should easily beat, but they want to make it interesting to the punting of it's basically like play Vietnam, you just pass it around the middle trying to find an opening. So Declan Rice now with the ball. He's going to feed it back to the defence of Diop. Now they're going to charge forward, but the pass is a bit hayward, and now it's picked up by Genk. It's to the number 5 of Arteaga. And they've forced it back, and it's a quick high press already now by West Ham. It's gone back to the keeper of Van der Voort, and he was forced to clear the ball up to down to the right wing, but it is kept in just by Genk, and now Genk will have possession now as we are 3 minutes now gone. Just a reminder of the other games currently going on. It is Frank. These games have gone on. Hello, Subjack. How are we? Interesting. I don't think the let me just refresh to see if these have updated and they have kicked off. No, hang on. Wait, what? Ah, there we are. Hang on. Let me just try to reorganize this. Yeah, there we are. Sorry about that. Just had to do some transitions quickly. Yep, we're back. Yeah, I think the chat's also a bit too small, but yeah, try and get a new thing, and also need to put a setting on here so as currently now Genk is with the position at the moment. There we are. So it shouldn't pop up now. I think also the... God damn it, this is just so terribly organised from myself. I do apologise. Yep, there we go. So now it's Genk now with the ball still. It's getting to the round now to the middle. And it's again the high press, but it is still the ball of Genk, and now they try to force a big throw up down the front, but that's going to get cleared away by Diop, which will result in another throw in now to Genk deep inside of West Ham's half now, as we have 5 minutes now gone. That's very interesting. They just put up Thorstwelt, the number 42 for Genk, as apparently was at Spurs for 8 years. So very familiar with the one of their London rivals in West Ham. And now Declan Rice now with the ball, getting a charge now. Not quick enough for a counter attack, but it's good to maintain the ball. It looks like they've actually changed the 4-3-3 West Ham to a 4-2-3-1. Bit interesting there, to say the very least. West Ham still controlling the ball at the moment. I will periodically look over at the other guys. It's a good bit of pass there. That's a foul there. Nope. It's play on here for for Genk. Thought that was surely a foul in the back, but nope. Still play on. And it's a foul there by I said Blasic. Oh, Vlasic, that's right, yeah. So Genk now currently... It's a bit handballing's now... Not handballing's, but you know, ball bobbling around the midfield now. It's fallen all the way back, and Cresswell will force the ball back for West Ham, and now they'll pass up into their defence. Now West Ham now with the ball, trying to go for a ball over the top for, I believe that is Johnson, and Johnson tries to get a through ball there to Yarmolenko, but it's a right idea, but the full ball goes right out, and it's going to be a goal kick to Genk. Now just having a looking at the other scores, and we can confirm that there has already been a goal. If we go here, Sparta Prague have gone 1-0 up against Olympic Lyon. That is a interesting start there. 8 minutes already gone into that match. Very, very interesting start to say nonetheless. Now West Ham now still trying to bubble the ball now. If they get some passes down to the wing here, they could try to get a whip in. Yeah, the problem is that with the scoreboard, it is about 30 seconds ahead. Yarmolenko now gives it off to Johnson. Johnson tries to get a whip in here. I think it takes a deflection here. No, it doesn't. It will be resulted as a goal kick. I thought for certain that was going to be a corner there, but yeah, very interesting to say nonetheless. So ball going down up to the side here as Genk now charging with the ball. That's a through ball there. It looks like it's timed perfectly. No, it's a big charge here. Ito tries to pass around the cross, and it's gone in. Oh, the flag has gone up for an offside. That could have very easily been 1-0 to Genk. The flag went straight up. No, it fucking didn't. He ran for it. Let's have a look. Yeah, it's a run by Ito. Ito is definitely offside, but one thing I don't like, right, he's clearly going to get the fucking ball, and he keeps it down, and then about 25 seconds later, when the ball goes into the net, which is like 10 seconds after he's obviously offside, he just puts the flag up. It's like, Why don't you fucking call it when it happens? But if he stayed on side there, we could very easily be looking at 1-0 to Genk.
This is what they're checking.
Hang on, they're checking.
I think that will be given as offside. Yeah.
Yeah, it's play on now. It's still offside. But very lucky there for West Ham United. Bit of a squeaky bum time error really, but now West Ham now on the other side of the attack trying to get a ball through, and it's a good charge. Oh, that's a very shit cross into the box, and it's going to end up being cleared very much away by Genk. It'll be a throw into West Ham, deep inside of West Ham's half.
You just get the feeling that Vlasic is just so desperate to make a positive contribution. Just needs to
West Ham now trying to find their way into the box, getting some passes. It's just gone back. Vlasic tries to get a shot off and it goes very, very wide. I don't need to be any more behind. I'm like almost a minute behind at the moment with this stream. It's like a 10:40 whilst it's at 11:20. I'm 40 seconds behind, so pretty much the scoreboard's going to reveal a goal before the goal happens. So what am I to do? Or will this cover? I'll have to do this. I won't see myself, but we will basically have to just make sure in case a goal does happen, I don't get spoiled. It's West Ham now currently with the ball. Trying to get a charge up down to the wing as we're now 11.5 minutes gone. Might just do a quick check of the... and then I realise that if I cover it, then... well, might as well just keep it going. If we look at the other scores at the moment, it's still 0-0 in every game except for the Sparta Prague versus Olympic Lyon game. So there we are. Yamalenko now coming in with a charge. Tries to get a whip up there by Johnson. Ball gets bobbled. Cresswell trying to clear it in. It's going to be a corner. The first corner of the game will go to West Ham United. 12 minutes in. Okay, so here we go. Big corner chance here for West Ham. Now there's a bit of discussion about who's actually going to be in the box.
They are useful from this position. Look at Diop. Obviously, Suchek a massive threat.
There's a lot of talking at the moment. It's interesting to see what does eventually happen. Still haven't taken the corner. They're about to though. Quarter's whipped in. It's going to get headed away by Genk. And West Ham will get it back to their defence so they can restart their attack.
In the opposition box, pretty handy in his own penalty area as well. Cuesta to Preciado. Cuesta once more. Lukumi. Real South American flavour to that.
Genk, they're currently holding on to the ball. I believe that is Lukumi, who was holding on to it and just gets it back to Van der Voort, who forces the ball up the field. This flag stays down to 1-on-1, and it's a colliding runner with the keeper, and the flag stayed down. So another big chance there for Genk to take the lead. But Ariola forcing to come up and clear the ball, which was very much necessary for this game. For that challenge anyways. So now West Ham now on the other side of the field, trying to force their way into the box to try to get a shot off, but Genk holding off so far. As that is Arteaga now, forcing to clear the ball up the field. There's a colliding 1-on-1 and it's going to be a free kick to Genk. It's the number 18 of Onuachu. I think it would have been offside there from that over-the-top through ball. But I don't get it. I don't like refereeing's just waiting like half a year to call an offside. Now it's whipping over the top here. Arteaga trying to clear it into the box. I mean, whip it into the box. But it's already cleared away by West Ham. But one thing that's interesting is when West Ham get the ball in their defence, Genk don't press. But once Genk have the ball down in their defence, it's an immediate press by the West Ham attack. It's very interesting. Very interesting play. As it's a throw in now to Genk, because we're about 15 minutes gone in this matchup. Okay, Genk now with the ball, trying to get a lay off there for a shot. But it goes to nobody, and it's going to get met by West Ham. And now West Ham are going to keep it going. Oh, it's a terrible ball there by Johnson. And it's just gone straight back into the midfield of Genk. The Belgian sides do know how to squeak out a win against British opposition. Just going to have a look at the other games at the moment. If there's any update, no, there isn't. Sparta Prague, the only goal scored in the 6 a.m. kickoffs. Tries to go no for the top there. And it's going to be... That was an offside there called by the main referee and not the sideline referee. But while we're here, we might as well go through the other results in the games that happened earlier. Rapid Vienna defeating Dinamo Zagreb, who are the other teams in West Ham's group. 2-1 win to Rapid Vienna. Midtjylland and Red Star Belgrade had a 1-1 draw. Sparta Praga had a 1-0 win over Ludogorets. Lazio and Marseille had a 0-0 draw. Fenerbahce and Antwerp had a 2-2 draw. Real Betis and Bayer Leverkusen having a 1-1 draw. And that is it. Those are all the results that have happened in the other games. So, very interesting there with Rapid Vienna. Basically, I'd assume the other competition for West Ham. Because it's just been revealed that only the top team automatically goes through to the round of 16. Second has to take on third of the Champions League groups. It's a fucking stupid system, if you ask me. What does that mean? That third place has to play in the Europa League has to play second place in the conference? I don't know. Oh, it's almost a good run there by Johnson, but it does get met. We'll say though, Genk definitely holding up their bargain in this game, as the over top switch does get picked up by Vlasic. Vlasic's been all over the park so far this game for West Ham. Now it's going to go down to the back now. That is Suchek. Trying to get a ball down to the middle there. Let's see. Number 7 to Yarmolenko. Just trying to find a way to gap to get through Genk now, West Ham. Oh, we just got a notification here during all of this. There has been a goal. And it's Rangers taking a 1-0 lead over Swedish side of Brondby. And that is a good goal there. Good start there at home at the Ibrox. And there's also a chance happening in another game, but we'll go back to that if West Ham go for this attack. It's the number 10 now. It's Lanzini trying to get a whip in, but it gets cleared away. That's definitely been really good so far by Genk. Is their defense. It's live for a big chance. I think there's another goal as well. There is another goal. There is another goal. Let me reveal. Sparta Prague now 2-0 up, and now there's a chance. The red circle there means there's a big chance for Monaco at the moment, but look at that. Yep, and the chance has disappeared, so it's no goal, as Genk currently still have possession of the ball now in West Ham's half. Man, what a start. 2-0 to Sparta Prague over Olympic Lyon. That is very impressive, as the shot there from the number 18 of Onuachu goes nowhere near the goal, and it ends up as a goal kick to West Ham. Oh, it could have been an offside call there. I think it's the number 10 there, Bongonda. Been all over the park so far this game. I'm actually really liking this guy. Pretty solid player, to be fair. But Sparta Prague being Olympic Lyon. Olympic Lyon are going alright, aren't they, in France? Oh, here we go. There, we have got another goal that has come in as Monaco have actually scored off their big chance and are now 1-0 up against PSV away from home. So basically, the way things are going, all the goals are happening, just not in the game we're doing, unfortunately. It's a bit of a dodgy back pass there by the number 77 of Preciado. Oh no, it's Horovsky, number 17. Trying to pass it around their defence, but the good press there by West Ham forced a mistake. And now it's a corner to West Ham United as we're about to hit 20 minutes gone into this game. So a big chance here for West Ham to potentially take the lead. Bowen goes for a pass now. Declan Rice with a whip in. Falls to a head, and it's a forced to save there by Van der Voort. But West Ham still have possession at the moment. Van der Voort's a teenager, fucking hell. Now they're getting... Now again, it's West Ham now controlling, passing it around the box, trying to find an opening. Because so far the way they've been forcing, we're trying to get crosses and headers. Oh, it's a ball over the top, and it gets picked up there by Van der Voort. As a Genk player has gone down, looking to be... Oh, hang on.
He's not only saved it, he clawed it away to safety as well.
Okay, hang on. I might need to check this. So it's a random disconnection and it's immediately restarted. I just want to make sure everything is going on. Everything is all good. Bear with me for a second. If anybody is watching this, could you comment to see if we're all good? Let's see what's going on. Are we still up? Are we still running? I would assume so. I think we're still okay. Just want to get some confirmation to see that we are. Just looking into the lens to see if we are. Yep, okay, we are still good. It sometimes refreshes like that and it's like, oh, it's disconnected. But yeah, we are still all good. So the Genk player is okay. So continue on with the game. So pretty much in terms of people trying to ask, in terms of wondering how like far ahead or something like that, the scoreboard is about 40 seconds out of the stream. So if a goal does happen, it'll probably pop up here before we see the goal. And that's Anawachu trying to climb over Diop to try to get to the ball for the attack and gives away the foul. So yeah, there you go. Very interesting there. Sparta Prague 2-0 up over Olympic Lyon. That's pretty interesting actually. Good on Sparta Prague. Well done to them. The Czechs beating the French. It's very, very interesting. As they're now 23 minutes now gone. West Ham now currently going around with the ball. Trying to get a ball over the top here. Trying to force down the line here to Johnson. They've been going for their attack fairly often through Johnson. I think he might have moved actually. I think Bowen maybe moved to as right back and Bowen as the right mid as they've changed to a 4-2-3-1 instead of a 4-4-3. But yeah, very interesting event at the moment. Oh, some good passing here. Suchek trying to get a crossover, cross field into the box, but too powerful, and no one was quick enough to get onto it. So it's going to result as a throw into Genk. But it was good play there by West Ham. Very good play. Okay, so we are pretty much now definitely halfway through the first half. Now West Ham now. Trying to get past. It's very good to see that West Ham are actually now qualifying and into the group stages of the Europa League instead of losing to fucking Astra fucking Go-Go. I remember those days. Declan Rice now being pressured with the ball and it's given off to Yarmolenko. Now it's given it to Lanzini. And he passed Johnson. Oh, it's good passes. Oh, it's bobbled. Oh, and the shots just go under. The boot went over the ball there for Bowen. It was great play there from West Ham. And in all honesty, it should be 1-0 to them, but unfortunately, doesn't go through with them. So just looking at an update of the other games that are happening. Yep, nothing else has happened yet. Still 1-0 to Monaco, still 1-0 to Rangers, and still 2-0 to Sparta Prague. In the other Europa League games going on at the moment, but yeah, fairly interesting to say so far. As David Moyes is writing something down. What is he writing down? Don't know. As they've now got, they're just showing the camera of the amount of away fans from Genk. They came to watch that match, come to watch their team. It's a fair way, isn't it? Like a couple 100 miles. And Declan Rice now. That's the ball getting cleared away, so that's going to be a throw-in actually to Genk. So really good defence there from Genk, forcing. I think it's like every single time Declan Rice has actually gotten the ball, he's been double pressed by 2 players. So yeah, very good play so far from Genk to step up here. For all we know, we can probably just be choosing the game that's just going to end up in a 0-0 draw. I feel like it. As the sun has arisen, even though it's fucking massively overcast in Australia. Oh, trying to get a ball into the box there, but for Genk, but it gets cleared away by West Ham. Genk now building up some pressure, but we have news. There is a goal. We're gonna check who it is. It is Eintracht Frankfurt have gotten a goal against Olympiacos. They are now 1-0 up in their game. So congratulations to them. They've got a goal. Very interesting that Stern Graz and Real Sociedad still 0-0. And Napoli Legia Warsaw going very well so far in the group, despite because they've got Spartak Moscow, Napoli and Leicester in their group. So there we go, fair play to them. Oh, and Genk almost getting a one-on-one there, and Areola forced to make a save, and Areola blasting Diop and the West Ham defence for just how flat-footed they've been. Or could there be a case for there be a penalty, maybe? It's the number 19. It's Onuachu who takes a bit of a dodgy touch as Dawson holds him back. Onuachu gets a touch and then he gets brought down by the keeper. I think there could have been there could have been an argument there for a penalty to Genk, in all honesty, but it is a corner for them nonetheless. Corner gets taken and it's fallen straight into the chest of Bowen, who is ending up clearing it away. It's another headed here. Onuachu with a shot which gets heavily deflected, but it goes straight. Oh, it's going to be an offside anyways. So 20 and a half minutes now gone in this game. Oh wait, hang on. Oh yeah. Yeah, that's why. That's why I wasn't updating. But again, with a quick charge there by West Ham, and it's Genk that just immediately get the ball back up. And now the ball's been forced actually now to the other side of the field, immediately straight back to the West Ham defence. So we're looking at the ball possession, it's pretty much what it's been expected. 65% in favour of West Ham, only 35% in favour of Genk, as West Ham now still trying to find a way into the 18-yard box of Genk's half. It's a run here by Vlasic. Tries to get a feed off. I do like the referee being around a lot, but he has been like getting in the way of like on the edge of the 18-yard box. It's like you want to be careful. It's whipping over the top here. Some good control here by West Ham. Ball into the box, and it's just eventually getting cleared away. It's just the last touch is not going well for West Ham at the moment. Was that an update to something? I just want to check. I don't know, I just saw something like flash up. I don't know if something has just happened or whatever, but West Ham now with another whip into the box, and it's going to get headed away by Genk. It's going to be a corner now to West Ham. I believe it's their third one of the game so far. But you think though, with this possession, it's got to come into the actual result of goals here for West Ham United. So Javid Bowen now to take this corner.
Corner to be taken by Jared Bowen. Half an hour gone.
Here's the whip in. And it's coming over the head, but it's gonna, I believe it might be, is it another corner? I think that was Vlasic who dived for the head there.
Track record of scoring headers from set plays.
Okay, there's a red circle here. It's a chance for Olympiacos. When there's when I use flash scores, there's like a red circle that starts blinking. It means there's like a big chance for a team, and it's currently showing on Olympiacos. So there's a potential they could equalise here. And by the way it looks here, they have. It is now 1-1 between Frankfurt and Olympiacos. Olympiacos getting a goal there away from home in Germany as West Ham United now go on the attack. Yarmolenko getting past players at the moment. But again, these final passes and touches are just not going well for West Ham. Oh, even more things have happened. Another goal has happened, and it's 2-0 now to Rangers over Bromby. So in quick succession here, 2 more goals added to the games that haven't scored. It's only Sturm Graz and Sociedad, Napoli, Legia, Warsaw, and Lokomotiv Moscow and Galatasaray, and this game are the only ones that do not have goals in them yet of the 6 a.m. kickoffs of the Europa League. So I think it was a West Ham pass that went too far, so it's going to remain. It's going to be a goal kick to Ghent, as we're about 13 minutes away from finding out how much added time there will be. There hasn't been that much stoppage, to be fair. Want to check that's still, yeah, that's still Rangers. I just wanted to see if that wasn't another goal coming in, but no. And now Ito trying to get Ito's. He also been a pretty good player as well for West Ham as well. No, not West Ham, Genk, sorry. As West Ham now have the ball, but now it's Genk starting to do the pressing action. We haven't been seeing them do that much pressing when West Ham's defensive midfield have the ball. Declan Rice now with the ball, forces it down the middle. And Lanzini gets bodied. That was shoulder to shoulder. That shouldn't have been a foul. Lanzini just needs to hit the fucking gym. Well, so do I. I can't talk. I can't fucking talk at all. So now, West Ham now trying to work their way up into getting a chances. For all we know, I feel this is a game. If there was a scream 0-0, this would be the game. I feel that it would be, to be in all complete honesty. But so yeah, literally any of the other games would have been more entertaining. As Yarmolenko will feed the ball off to Souček. Souček losing it, and now Genk again pick up the ball, and it's a chance for a counter attack, but it's immediately shut down there by Declan Rice. Cresswell now gets to Vlasic, now back to Cresswell, now to Rice. Some good play at the moment by West Ham, but Genk get the ball back up here, and potential counter attack, but West Ham immediately coming back here, trying to squander the chance of the counter attack as Ito now gets the ball to Fornsveld, and it'll be passed back to the defense of Genk. And now they're going to pass back to Van der Voort, the keeper. So far at the moment, not much has happened in this game. A bunch of other stuff has happened in the other games, but not much else compared. That's happened. There's still a few games that haven't had any goals scored in them. But still, we're about 10 minutes away from the end of the first half. I mean, probably being like 1 or 2 minutes of added time, to be fair, as a bit of a rough estimate, but not more, not less, in all honesty. But yes, I think the other games are actually ahead of us, so it's probably only like less than 10 minutes left remaining, anyways.
So check. It's a little bit too slow from West Ham. They need
So now West Ham now with the ball.
they're trying to do here. Cresswell, Vlasic.
Vlasic there, and the flag has gone up for an offside, so it's going to be a free kick to Genk in their defensive half.
Well, they're definitely missing Mikel Antonio as that focal point, but he needs a rest. We all know about his hamstring injuries.
Oh, okay, so Mikel Antonio has a hamstring injury, but
Play 3 games every week.
yeah, it sounds like he's just being worked to the bone, like
Rather lacking.
he needs a break. Yeah, I do feel like if Mikel Antonio was in the team, I think it'd probably be 1-0 up, you'd say, at this point. Just keeping an eye on these other games, still nothing else has happened. So I think we're in the lull when it comes to any other games, to be fair.
There hasn't been a lot between the teams.
Okay, now Genk now with the attack. It's the number 10, it's Bongonda. Cutting in, trying to get a through ball into the box, but it gets cleared away, and it's going to result in a corner now for Genk. I think it's only their second one of the half so far. So a big chance here for Genk. I mean, wouldn't exactly be like against the run of play, but it wouldn't be expected if they do get this goal here, from what we've seen from prior. Now it's Bongonda. Now gets the ball off to Adriaga. Whips it in. Ariola punches in the thing. Oh, and it's just gone wide. Onuachu almost scoring. Ariola almost with a fucking brain snap. Runs away from the ball. And it gets... Onuachu gets the header literally centimetres away from the post. That could have very easily been 1-0 to Genk. That almost kisses the post. That was a very stupid decision there by Ariola. But there you go. It just seems to show that Genk definitely a worthy opponent so far of this in this game. But yeah, that does look rather surprising. It's Genk now with the ball. Be very interesting to see if a goal happens in another game, to be fair.
Well, they haven't really been asked too many searching questions, that Genk defence, and that's something David Moyes will want to look at half-time, I'm sure.
So here we go now. West Ham with the defence at the moment. Still, I'm keeping an eye on two things. I'm keeping an eye on the score of the game, or in the game primarily, and the live scores of the other one, because there's like a small tab that shows all of them. So basically, it comes up with like a big red line if a goal has happened in the other games. Souček now for West Ham. Lanzini, Yarmolenko. Now Lanzini. Back to Yarmolenko. Again, the go for a switch. Cresswell is there. Big gap there. Whipping over the top. Souček could have headed from the Hines, but it somehow takes a big deflection. It's still on the field of play. West Ham still have it here. Yarmolenko. It's a bit crazy at the moment here by West Ham. Johnson. Now to Lanzini. Feeds it off to Bowen. Then tries to get a pass out to the wing, but it still gets there to Cresswell. There's been about 30 passes in this passage. But Genk still trying to break, try to hold in. Oh, and everyone's losing it here. Bowen now with the ball. And the shot takes a deflection and it will draw a corner to West Ham United. Very good pressure there by West Ham, but equally matched up by Genk. So here we go. A chance here to break the deadlock here for West Ham. My mic's on, isn't it? It's definitely not like I'm not. Yeah, 100%. Oh, it's a big chance here for a counter-attack here from the run, but there's a lot of West Ham players back and they've held that well. Looked very promising there from that counter-attack, but there was about 3 West Ham players back, so they were preparing for Genk being very much about their counter-attacks. So still going in now. We've got 4 minutes remaining until half-time. I believe the other games are pretty much approaching half-time as well. Still playing now by Genk.
Tremendous pace when he gets going, hasn't he? Junior Inter. It's a free kick to West Ham. Conceded by Heinen.
So West Ham now with the ball, trying to get some of an attack. Souček now. West Ham now doing a lot of what they did in the early game. But something has happened. There is a goal. Not in this game, but in Sparta Prague versus Lyon. Lyon have gotten a goal back. It is now 2-1. Also, perfect timing for Lyon to get a goal back, especially just before half-time, so the momentum will be in your favour when you enter the sheds and start out the second half. So there we go. Looks like a very entertaining game. Wish there was a game like that, but no. We choose one of the games that's turning into a bit of a dud at the moment. But Genk now with the balls. We've got about 2.5 minutes until we find out about how much added time there will be. I think probably what Genk's going to be doing is hoping that it stays like this going into the half now. But they could try to cling for a goal here as it's Bongonda. Now trying to charge away into the box. He's being met by all the West Ham players. And they get a pass down to the line. It's deflection. It's a whip in. It's going to go over the top of everyone and fall to a West Ham player. Will be cleared away by Cresswell. About 5 metres, but about 70 in the air. But West Ham now with the ball. Here coming a countering attack. But Genk also coming back as well. Bit of a stagnant there from West Ham. Trying to get a ball down the line. This is going to be a lot of pressure here on the number 11 of Vlasic. But Vlasic will win a throw-in. Basically right near the corner flag here. So we should find out in a minute and a half how much added time there will be for the first half. There shouldn't be that much. There hasn't been that many stoppages. So I'd probably say like max 2 minutes. If there is more, then they're kidding themselves in all honesty. But yeah, West Ham definitely wanting to control the ball, so no more chances do happen by Genk. Souček now with the ball. Yeah, West Ham definitely controlling the ball. Still a minute to go, and then we'll find out how much added time there will be. Yarmolenko. Beats it back down the line. Vlasic, it's a good chance here. Oh, the ball's been bobbling. But it falls to the feet of Van der Voort, who gets the ball there. Could have very easily slipped past him though. West Ham are getting close. It's just these final touches just not working for them. Just very, very close.
Just jump over the top of the float of the ball there. Perhaps the cross in was just a little bit too.
Yeah, starting to wrap up on half time on some of the other games currently going on.
Very good positions, Bowen.
Well, what's what happens when all the games kick off at the same time.
That he totally
So how much at a time will there be? I don't think there'll be that much. West Ham trying to see if they can get one last attack in. Vlasic. Trying to get a whip in here. A goal here would be good, but Cresswell with a shit whip in. And I'll go for a corner. Oh, I'll go for a corner. It was a deflection. As I'll be 2 minutes of added time in this game. In this half, sorry.
the fourth official, Robertas Valikonis.
So here we go. Corner here. A goal here would actually be very, very beneficial here for West Ham. Trying to get a whip in now from the corner. There's the take. It's taking a bit of a bobble, and it's in! It's a goal for West Ham. And I believe, I don't know who's going to claim that. But it's a goal to West Ham. It's 1-0 right on the brink of half-time. The worst time to concede there for Genk. I don't know who the goal's going to be claimed. I think it's going to be an own goal maybe. But it's Dawson celebrating. I think they're going to maybe give it to Craig Dawson, but I think it might be given as an own goal here. But it doesn't matter. It is 1-0 to West Ham United. Right on the brink of half-time, the perfect time to score. Absolute perfect time there. Let's have a look. Oh, no, that's like pretty much a header. Yep, that's going to be... Yeah, I think... Yeah, they give the goal to Craig Dawson. It does touch Heinen's hand, but it was going in. It's not like it was going to miss, and it takes a massive wicked deflection. So I believe the goal will be given to Craig Dawson. Yep, I believe it's given to him. So West Ham are now 1-0 up, and pretty much it's about half time now. And there we go. The whistle has sounded. It is half time at the London Stadium, and it's 1-0 to West Ham with a goal right on the 45th minute mark. With a header from Craig Dawson, making it 1-0 to the Irons. So as the other games are going into half time now, we can look into the other scores. So there's some games like 4 minutes of added time between Sturm Graz and Real Sociedad. It's a bit excessive. There you go, 0-0 between Sturm Graz and Real Sociedad. 2-1 to Sparta Prague over Lyon. Rangers 2-0 up against Brøndby. Monaco 1-0 against PSV. Napoli and Legia Warsaw still 0-0. Lokomotiv Moscow and Galatasaray 0-0. And Frankfurt Olympiacos 1-1. So there we have it. I'm just actually going to... What I'm going to do, guys, is just take a... the traditional halftime break. We're just going to chill and look at these scores here. But, yeah, everything's going well so far. So I'll be back for the second half. Actually, I just need to add something quickly. I did not realise this, but Frankfurt are now 2-1 up against Olympiacos. I generally didn't see that, but there you are.